You are being lied to and misled by so many jewelers on social media pretending like they make all this jewelry themselves, but really they get it filled overseas.
Unfortunately, this is true. I know someone personally who has worked for a small business that poses as like oh, we're just a small handmade business and we make everything in studio. And it's like, oh, you mean studios, right? Because let's not forget your manufacturers overseas that produce probably 90% of your work, and maybe you're just doing like the final little touches. And no lie, they create videos on their social media page as them like sawing and them soldering. I know personally that they're not doing any of that. They're posing because they want you to believe that they're making everything in their studio. Also, they're white labeling Alibaba products as their own. It's crazy. If you're not a jeweler yourself, you probably wouldn't even pick up on these weird discrepancies in the videos, like the telltale signs, which I will go over in this video as well, so you can better make decision on who you're buying from. Also, I just want to be clear that I'm not inherently against getting stuff manufactured overseas as long as it's done ethically. However, as long as you're transparent, and I think it's really weird that they don't mention at all their manufacturers. Like, I got a new shipment from our manufacturers in, let's go over it. I see that on people's pages. Like, why can't they do that?
Okay, so I'm running short on time, so let's get to the dead giveaways, starting with the soldering pad.
So if you see a soldering pad in any jewelry video where they're soldering and it does not look darkened or worn, I don't even have a clean soldering pad to show you, but their soldering pad in the videos will be like stark white with maybe a little bit of burn in it.
While this might seem insignificant, this detail actually reveals that not a lot of soldering is happening there.
You're also going to want to look at the tabletop and their bench pin. As you can see here, my bench pin is really worn down, and same with my tabletop. There's some burn marks and just general wear and tear is what you're looking out for in these videos. The fakers will have almost too clean of a surface and too nice looking of a bench pin because they're not actually doing bench work. As a side note, a jeweler that you follow, if you suddenly seen them with a new bench pin or a new soldering pad, that doesn't mean they're suddenly faking it. Sometimes we just have to get new stuff. The final giveaway that I'll tell you is if you go to a handmade jewelry page and you're only ever seeing the beginning stage and then say cut scene and it's the final product, then that's a giveaway that majority of the work is probably being done overseas, because more than likely when you go to a handmade jewelry page, you will see them sawing and soldering and probably talking about their process either in the caption or in a voiceover or even on camera, because we are excited to talk about what we do, and so we will then show you that. I hope this video is helpful to people, and now hopefully you can spot the fakers. All right, bye guys.